Hello, my name is Hamdan Habibi. In this session, I will review Python programming. In Chapter 3, a first Python program. In this chapter, we will return to Hello World program and look at what it's doing. We'll also modify it to become more interactive and will explore the concept of the Python variable. In this traditional to get started in a new programming language, creating a Hello World style program. If I run this program, print Hello World is print Hello World. Next, a variable. You might wonder why the element holding the user name above referred to as variable. It is called a variable because the value is referenced in memory can vary during the lifetime of program. If I run this code in variable name, input my name, John. John. In fact, in Python, the variable name is not restricted to holding string such as John and Don. It is can be hold other type of such as number or the value true or false. Let's look this program. My variable John, print my variable. My variable is replaced to 42. This is a number, print variable, print the number, and my variable I replace to a boolean, a true, and I print my variable is true. Next, a sign operator. It's a called the sign operator. It is used to assign the value returned by the function input to the variable username. It's a probably the most widely used operator in Python. Of course, it is not just used to assign value from function as the earlier example illustration. For the example, we use it when they store a string into variable directly. Look at program. Next, a Python statement. This statement may be format of number of elements such as one above, which include a call to function and a sign of value of variable. Look at a programming code. Variable is city, sign object, and I print total population for city was a number city in year. I run this code. Next, a comment in code. A comment is identified by the hashtag a character in file. Let's see the code. This a comment with the variable input your name, a comment to line, if this program to running, name Johnson and print Johnson. This is comment or not execute by the program. Python can be run in several ways. One, via the Python interpreter by entering the REPL, the interactive Python session. Two, by having the Python interpreter run a file containing stored Python command. And three, by setting up an association at the operating system level so that any file ending with .py are always run the Python interpreter. And last, by indicating the Python interpreter to use at the start of the Python file. This is done by include a first line in a file with something similar to this location user being env python is indicated that the rest of the file should be passed to the Python interpreter. All of these can be defined as a way to run Python program or indeed a Python. Next chapter for a Python string. In Python string is a series of sequence of character in order. In this define, a character is anything you can type on the keyboard on one keystroke, such as a letter A, B, C, or number one, two, three, or special character such as double quote, bracket, dollar, etc. Space is also a character, although it does not have a visible representation. Hello world, hello world variable defined. Next, representing string. The ability use both and however come is useful is your string need to contain one of the other type of string delimit. This is because a single can be embedded in a string defined using double quote and vice versa. First, we can write the following. Okay, let's see. Is a string. I run this code single embed double next. What type is string? It's possible to find out what the type of variable correctly hold using the built-in type function. This function takes a variable name will return the type of the data held by that variable. For the example, let's see the code. My variable define Bob. I print type variable is type class string. Next, string concatenation. You can concatenate two strings together using plus operator. With operator is operation of behavior that can be applied to the type info. Let's see the code. String 1, good. String 2, day. String 3, string 1 plus string 2. If I print string 3, it is a result program. In this, hello plus word, a result executed program. Notice that the way in which the string is defined does not matter here. String 1 use a single quote, but string 2 is used double. However, they are both just string. Next, length of a string. To find out the length of string in Python, you use the length of function. For example, let's see I have print length string 3 here, string 3, and I execute the program. Ah, the result, length of string 3 as 8. Next, ascending a character as a string is a fixed sequence of letters. It's possible to use square bracket and in index or position to retrieve a specific character form with a string. For example, my string, hello world. I print my string for result pause and 0 0 1 2 3 4 is O. Next, as casing a subnet of character. This can again, we don't use square bracket notation but using a single quote, but using a colon to indicate the start and the end point of the substring. Let's see I have variable my string and I put hello world string and I print my string for character at position 4 and 2. I print my string 1 position 2 5. Next, from start to position 1, I print from position 2 to end. Position 2. Let's see the result. O, O, 1 to 5, hello, 1 to 5, hello, 0, 1 to 5, and 2 is hello. Next, a repeating string. We can also use the star operator with string. Next, repeating string. We can also use a star operator with a string. Let's see the code. I have code print star and I start 10 and I multiply 10. I print high and I multiply 10. I run this code. Let's see 10 star and 10 and this is a repeating string. Next, splitting string. This can be done with a split of function. Let's see the code. I have a variable title, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If I print source sources sources string, a title is this is a result string, good, the bad, and the ugly. If I split, use a space, is title dot split space, and last I split using a comma. Print title dot split. I put comma. Let's see the result. This is short string. It is split using space. the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is split using comma. The good, the, the good, the bad, ugly. Next, a cutting string. This is possible to find out how many times a string is repeated in other string. This is using the count operation for the example. I have my string. My is count the number of space. If I print my count my string dot count space, I run this my string count space is 4. This is count a space of this my variable. Next, replacing string. One string can replace a substring in other string. This is done using the replace method on string. Let's see the code. I have got a welcome message. Hello world. I print welcome. I replace hello by goodbye. Let's see the result. This is goodbye. No hello. Goodbye. This is a replacing string. And next, finding sub. You can find out if one string is a substring of other string using the find method. Let's see. I have got print Edward alone Rowling. I find alone. The result alone. The index the 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next, converting other type into this can be done using the a function. Let's see the code. I have a variable mesh in hello in string hello Leod you are plus string 21. If I print message hello Leod you are 21 contain variables 21 to string 21 integer value convert we can convert string and add the variable message. Next, comparing string. To compare one string with other, you can use the equal, double equal, and not equal operation. This we compare two string and return either true or false, indicating whether the string are equal or not. Let's see the code. Print James equal James. True. James equal John. The result is false. James not equal John. Print true. I run a program and the result program is true, false, true. This is how to use comparing string. Next, other string operation. Let's see the code. I have variable some string is hello world. If I print testing string is a string, I have code print this and multiply to 20. And next I print some some string some string is variable some string as hello world. I print something that starting some string that start with a. Okay, let's see the result program. The result program is this. S start with h2 start with lowercase h false and with d true title true is upper false is lower false is alpha false. This is a string conversion. String conversion some string underscore upper. This is a uppercase. Hello world something lower. This is a result hello word is lowercase. Some string the title is hello world and the string swept case can see swept as lower to high change. String leading the line space X. Next, string formatting. A set of value can be applied to the format string to fill the placeholder using format method. Let's see the I have a variable format string and I have string hello and I have a bracket value and then if I print format string that format I input I input second input have a string I'm thank and I've run this program. Let's see there is hello PB. How are you? Fine. A string format can have any number of placeholders that must be populated. For example, the next example has two placeholders that are populated by providing the value to the format. Let's see the code. I have variable name and age. Name is Adam, age 20. I print the bracket years. I format name, run this program. Let's see the result. Adam is 20 years old. You can specify an index for the substation. In this case, the method string a Carol will be bound the first placeholder. Noted that the parameter number from 0, not 1. Let's see the code. I have variable format string. I have string hello bracket 1, 0, and 2. If I run this code, let's see the result. Hello, Carol Smith, we got 70 change, 70%. Let's see print format string, the format Smith, Carol, and 7 middle. Carol first can use name substitution order is not significant. Let's see the code. I have a format and I have a bracket artist song in year. If I print format string dot format artist equal Loma Fatih and song guilty in year 2017, I run this code. Paloma Fatih guilty in 2017. It's also possible to indicate a line and the width within the format string. For the example, if you wish to indicate a width to be left for a placeholder, whatever the actual value supplied, we can do the using a colon followed by the width to use. For example, let's see the code. Have print dot format 25 character with have space 20 card. If I run this code, have 20. Within this gap, you can also indicate an align where this indicate left alignment to default, this indicated right alignment, and this indicate center. Let's see the code. I have a string code that format string left alignment. Let's see the code. Right alignment code center. I run this code. Left line, right align, and center. Other formatting option is to indicate the number should be formatted with greater sum as comma to indicate 2 cents. Let's see the code. I have code is comment can format number with comma as 2 cents separator. Print that format is a string. This is a integer and this a double float number. If I run this code, this is a separator with comma. Next, string template. String template is a class type of string that is created via the string a template of function. The template contains one or more named variable processed with a dollar symbol. The template can be used with a set of value that replace the table the template variable with variable actually values. Let's see the code. I import string initialize initialize the template variable that will be substituted with actual value. Template equals string dot temp dollar artist dollar song. The actual if I run this code, then the actual value can be substituted in into the template using substitute function. The substitute function take is a set of k equal value price pairs in which the k is the name of the template variable minus the holding a dollar character and the value is the value to use in the string. If I run this code, it's a print. Freddie Mercury sang the great pretender 717 print template substitute string equal Freddie Mercury song the great pretender years. Next, a chapter 5. Chapter 5 is number, boolean, and non. In this chapter, we will explore the different way that a number can be represented by the built-in type in Python. We will also introduce the Boolean type used to represent true and false. As part of this discussion, we will also look at both numeric and assignment operator in Python. We will calculate by introducing the special value known as non. First, integer. All integer value, no matter how big or small, are represented by the integral or int type in Python. Let's see the code. I have one number integer. I print the type main is 1 0 0 0 0 1. I print the type string. This is an integer. Let's see the result. This is integer. And next, converting to integer. It is possible to convert other type to integer using integer function. Let's see the code. I have a total variable. I convert in 100 string. This string I convert to integer. Print total. Let's see next code. I have a variable age. Input I convert. I have input and I convert input a string to integer. Let's see. Let's see the code. If I run this code, this class integer. Next, floating point numbers. The real number or floating point number are represented in Python using the IEEE 754 double precision binary. The floating point number format this exchange rate 1.33. Let's see the code. I run this code. I print type this variable is a float. Next, converting to float. As with the integer, it's possible to convert other types such as integer or string into float. This is using down float function. Let's see the code. I have integer value. I have string value. I run this code. Integer value a float. This is float class. A string value float 1.5 plus float. Next, exchange wrap. A float input 1.83. Same. This is a class float. Next, a complex number. A complex number are Python third type of built-in numbering. A complex number is defined by a real part and an imaginary part and has from a plus bi, where I is imaginary part and a and b is a real number. Let's see the code. I run this code, real 0, imaginary 0, 1.0, a Boolean value. Python support other type called Boolean. A Boolean type can only be one true or false and not nothing else. Let's see the code. This is a Boolean type. Okay. The Boolean type is actually a subtype of integer, but with only the type true and false. So it's easy to translate between the two using the function integer and Boolean to convert from Boolean to integer. Let's see. This is a result program. True, false, 1, 0. 1 0 true false. Next, if I input okay, status true, this is class boolean. This is a convert string to boolean value. Next, arithmetic operation. Arithmetic operation are used to perform some form of mathematical operations such as add condition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, etc. Assign, author, add, subtract, multiple, divide, integer division, modulus, exponent. Let's see the code. Integer operation. I print home at away. This is type integer. 10 multiply 4. Subtract, full subtract, result integer class. If we define the integer 100 by 20, then the result you might reasonably accept the product might be 5, but it's not. It's actually 5.0. Let's see the C. This is a 5.0 class. If you are only interested in the number of times 2 does into 3 and are happy to ignore the fractional part, then there is an alternative version of the define operator. This operator is referred to as integer division operator. Let's see the code. I run this code 3 define 2, the result 1 plus integer. But what if you are only interested in the remaining part of a division? The integer division operator has lost that. Will in that case you can use the modulus operation. This operation returns the remainder of the division operation. For the example, I run this code modulus division for modulus 2 0 3 modulus 1 3 modulus 2 1. A final integer operator. We will look at the power operation that can be used to, to raise an integer by a given power. For example, 5 to the power of 3. The power operation multiplies a exponent. This illustration is below. Let's see the code. For variable a and b, if I print a, exponent b is 1 to 125. Next, negative number integer division. It is also worth just exploring what happened in integer and true division when negative number are involved. For example, a Python always rounded the result of integer division toward minus infinity, which is the simplest negative number possible. This is mean it's pulled the result of the integer division to the simplest position number. 1 is similar than 1.5, but minus 2 is similar than minus 1 point. Let's see the code. I run this code, print true division 1.5 minus 1.5. Next, floating point number operator. We also have the multiple, subtract, add, and divide operation available for floating point number. All of their operator product now floating point number. Let's see the code. This is a result of the program. Next, integer and floating point operator. Any operation that involves both integers and floating point number, we will always produce a floating point number. That is, if one of the sides of an operation such as subtract, divide, or multiple is a floating point number, then the result will floating. I was 3 multiply 0.1, and I print this a result. Next, complex number operator. Of course, You can use operators such as multiply, add, subtract, and divide with complex. For example, this is C1 G 2 print minus 2 plus 0 G. You can also convert other number or into a complex number using the complex function I run complex generate 1 0. Next, assignment operator. The assignment operator are actually referred to as a component operator as they combine together a number operations such as the assign operator. Let's see the code. X2 x plus equal 1 print x assignment operator. Assignment operator in this table. Add the value to the left hand variable, subtract to the value, multiply the value, diversion, modulus, the power operation. Next, non-value. Python has a special type, the non type, with a single value non. This is used to represent null value or nothing. It is not the same as false or an empty string or zero. It is a non-value. It can be used when you need to create a variable but don't have an initial value for it. Let's see the code. Run this. Winner is none. Print winner is none. Winner is not. Which will print out the true only if the value of winner is not none. Several examples using the value not and is and the not operation are given below. Let's see the code. Winner known. Winner is known. True. Winner is not known. False. Winner class non type. Set winner to winner set true. Winner true. Winner is non false. Winner is not non true. Class a winner. A boolean. A boolean. Next chapter, a flow, flow of control using if. In this chapter, we are going to look at the if statement in Python. This statement is used to control the flow of execution with a program based on the condition. Their condition represent some choice point that will be evaluated to true or false to plot. To perform this evaluation, it is common to use comparison operator for the example to check to see if the temperature is greater than some threshold. In many cases, the comparison need to take into account several values, and in the situation logical operator can be used to combine two or more comparison operations together. Comparison operator, there are operators that we use in everyday life all time. For example, do I have not money to buy lunch, or is this shoe is mine? This is a table of comparison operator. Test if true, equal, not equal, less than, better than, less equal than, better equal than, equal. Next, logical operation. In addition to comparison operator, Python also has logical operation. Logical operation can be used to combine a Boolean expression together. For the example, operator and let's call it working with and if not on the condition must evaluate to true or false or an equivalent value. See later in the chapter. See later in this chapter. If the condition is true, then we will execute in the indented state. Let's see the code. I run this. I input -1. It is negative because a number less than 0. If statement is extreme. Next, else in if statement. We can also define else part of the if statement. This is operational element that can be run if the conditional part of the if statement return false. Example, I put 1, answer, it is not negative. I minus 1, answer, it is negative. The use of elif in some case. There may be several conditions you want to test. Which is condition being tested if the previous one failed? This else if scenario is supported Python by the elif statement of if statement. Let's see the code. Let's see the code. If I input 600, execute elif saving less than 1000, print that is next nested if statement. It is possible to nested one if statement inside other. This term, this term nesting indicated that one if statement is allocated within part of the other if statement and can be used to refine the conditional behavior of the program. Let's see the code. I have variables knowing through temperature minus 1, temp minus 1. If time less than 0, print is freezing. If snowing, print put on goose, print time for hot chocolate. But this is nested if step. Next, if expression. An if expression is a shorthand form of an if statement that returns a value. In fact, the difference between an expression and a statement in a programming language is just that. Expression return a value, statement do not. For example, if we wish to detect if some a teenager or not, then we might check to see if they are 12 and under 20. We call write this as age 15 status not. If age greater than 12 and age less than 20 status equals teenager, else not teenager. If I run, this is teenager. Next, not on true or next, not on true and false. A Python is actually quite flexible when it comes to what actually is used to represent true or false. In fact, the following rules apply. Zero empty string not equal to false, non-zero, non-empty string any object equal to true. However, we would recommend sticking to just true and false, as it is often a clear and safer approach. Next, chapter 7, iteration looping. In this section, we will look at the while loop and the for loop variable, a variable in Python. These loops are used to control repeated execution of selected statement. First, while loop. This iteration construct is actually used when the number of times we need to repeat the block of code to execute is not known. For example, it might need to repeat until some solution is found of the user enter a particular value. I have a variable count print starting while count less than 10. Loop part of the while loop is not part of the while loop. If I run this code, let's see, 0, 1, 2, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, dot. Next for loop. In many cases, we know how many times we want to iteration over one or more statements, as in the we did in the previous section. Although to while loop can be used for such situation, that for loop is far more conspicuous way to do this. It it actually also cleaner to other programmer that the loop must iterate for the specification number of iterations. Let's see the code. I run this code. Print out, print out, print out value in range. For E in range 0, 10. This is a loop 0 or 10. Break loop statement. Python allow programmer to deduct, deduct. Python allow programmer to deduce whether they want to break out for a loop early or not. Wherever we are using for loop or a while loop, this is done using break statement. Let's see the code. Have code print only print code if all iteration enter number input for E in 0. If E equal none, break. I put 11. 11. I put 7. Break of 7. Next, continue loop statement. The continue statement also effect. The continue statement also affect the follow of control within the looping construct for the while forever. It does not terminate the whole loop. Rather, it only terminates the current iteration from the loop. This allows you to skip a part of the loop iteration for particular continue, but then continue with the remaining value in the sequence. For example, if I run this code, this is even number, not even number, this is even number. Next, to better understand the continue loop step, let's look at second program example 2 for E in 0, 10. If I modulus equal 0 or equals 0, print I hey, this is even number. If not, print odd number. This is if execute, continue this not execute. Let's see if I run this even number odd number. Next, for loop with a for loop can have a optional else block at the of loop. The else part is execute if and only if all time in the sequence are processed. The for loop may fail to process all elements in the loop if for some reason an error occurs in program. For example, if not have a syntax error or if break the loop. Here is example of a for loop with else part. Only print all iteration come over a list. I put 7 up. Is all iteration successful. I put 5 number. This is not execute. Next is 7. Next. However, if we enter the values 3 as number to check for, then the if statement we will true when the loop variable E has the value 3. Thus only the value 0, 1, and 2 will process by the loop. In this situation, the else part will not be executed because not all the value in the sequence are processed. Next, dice dice game rule. The following short program illustration how a while loop can be used to control the execution the main body in in this game, who will continue the roll fire of dice until the user indicated that they do not want to roll again. We use the random module for this which is discussion in this next chapter. When occurs when this occurs, the while loop is terminated. Let's see the code. I run this code. I have value 333. If I roll again, yes, we roll again. If I exit this code, put N. It's done. Next, chapter 11. Next, chapter 11. A function in Python. When you build an application of any size, you will want to break it down into more manageable unit. Their unit can be worked on the separately tested and mildly spread. One way which is this unit can be defined is as Python function. First, define function. The following is one of the simplest functions. You can write it text, no parameter, and has only single statement that print out the message hello world. Let's see the code. Have def print message print hello world. I call a function print message hello world is printed hello world. Now the print my message function take a single parameter, and this parameter become a variable which is available within the body of the function. However, this is parameter only exists with the body of the function. It is not available outside of the function. Let's see next the code. If I run my function, string my string message, put variable and print variable. It if I call print my message, I put a string printed in different string. Next, returning value from function. This is very common to want to return a value of function from a function. In Python, this can be done using the return statement. Wherever a return statement is encountered with a function, then that function will return any value following the return keyword. Let's see the code. I have function square variable n. I return and multiply input e, input number e, and if square e less than 15, print less than 15. Let's see the code. I run the code. I put 2 and 3 still less than 15. If square function this function, print still less than. Next, it also possible to return multiply value from a function. For example, in this web function, the order in which the parameter are supplied is swapped when they are written. Let's see the code. I run this code. It is swapped. Next, multiple parameter function. So far, the function we have defined have only had 0 or 1 parameter. However, that was just a choice. We could easily have defined a function which defines 2 or more parameters. In this situation, the parameter list contains a list of parameter names separated by a comma. Let's see the code. Have greater name message print welcome. I called greater Eloise and hope you like Ruby. Run this code. Print welcome Eloise. Hope you like Ruby. Next, a default parameter. Once you have one or more parameter, you may want to provide default value for some or all of those parameters, particular for one which might not be used in most. Let's see the code. I have greater to variable one name message default parameter lifelong prosper print welcome name. I run this a one. I put what one parameter Eloise C welcome Eloise living long prosper. This is a default. I replace the default value. Hope you like Python. This printed. Hope you like Python. So far, we have reflected on the position of the value of a value to be used to determine which parameter that value is assigned to. In many cases, this is the simplest and the cleanest option. However, if a function has several parameters, some of which have default value, it may become impossible to rely on using the position of value to ensure it is given to the correct parameter, because we might want to use some of the default value in text. For example, let us assume we have a function with a four parameter. I define greater tree, value name, title, r from default value welcome, message default value live long and prosper, and then I print and I call creator message. I put message and name. I run this code. This printed welcome Dr. Lloyd. Select next arbitrary argument. In some case, you do not know how many arguments will be supplied when is a function called. A Python allow you to pass an arbitrary number of arguments into function and then process to argument inside function. To define a parameter list, a being of arbitrarily a length of parameter is marked with star. For example, def greater for star for name in print welcome. I called function John, Dizzy, PD, Adam, Griffy, Jasmine. Called welcome. Dizzy, Adam, Griffy, Jasmine. Next, positional and keyword argument. The sum function in Python are defined such that the argument to the method can A be provided using variable number of the positional or keyword argument. Such a function have two arguments star for positional argument and keyword argument are useful if you do not know exactly how many of either position or keyword argument are going to be provided. For example, the function my function take both variable number of positional and keyword. My function arg quark for args print k in quarks k. I called my function John Lizzie Dr. PB Son Adam. Let's see the result. This is printed this k doctor has value k son has value k son has value Andrew son number 2 has value. Next, anonymous function. All the functions we have defined in the chapter have had a name that they can be referred by such as greater or get integer input etc. This is many can be we can reference and resource their function as many times as we like. However, in some cases, we want to create a function and use it only on giving the name for this one time can be populate the namespace of the program. Yeah, the R lot name around. And also many that some might call it when we did accept them to Python. The four other options when defining a function, it is possible to define an anonymous function. In Python, an anonymous function is one that does not have a name and can only be used at the point that is defined. Anonymous functions are defined using keyword lambda, and for the reason they are also known as lambda function. The syntax used to define as anonymous function is lambda argument expression. Let's see the code. I run this code double equal lambda e multiple print double, and other example of lambda anonymous function are given below, illustration that an anonymous function can take any number of arguments. Function 0 lambda with no args, function 1 lambda multiply 2 argument and multiply 3 argument 3 plus I print function not argument. Function 1 I put 4, function 2 I put 3 and 4, function 3 I put 2, 3 and 4. I run this code. This is okay. This is end. Thank you for watching. My name is Hamdan. Bye.